Fleshwalker, tongue talker. Far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying myconid corpses.
Dwegar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. I do not belong here. I am not welcomed here. I grow among them, yet I am not of them.
Even the mushrooms down here.
Be careful.
Trusted.
Even the mushrooms down there.
That's curious.
My turn. In position.
Come on. Can't stay idle. I will ascend. My path be true.
This will do nicely.
Smell blood.
Time to push my luck again. I must heal. Swift and lethal. Anything of use?
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
Light on my feet.
Let's march!
A slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
Let's move.
A slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil. This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Stray. Blood can only be honored with blood. The drow script inscribed on the blade flickers and glows. It rises from the stone, hanging in the air in silent offering.
I'd love to, thanks.
I have a lot on my mind. And well, in it. Breathe deep and move. Corpses. These creatures did battle with Dwergar.
Get the leather. I ain't wasting more words on you until it's done. What a hunt. Maybe you'll find a belt next. Right. I'll mop up here. You get across the Ebon Lake. Find Sergeant Thrin. She'll reward you. Not too sharp, are you? Look for a Dwergar with a sour mug and bare feet. Squad of my kin camping in some ruins. Pack of gnome slaves there too.
Creatures live in waters this dark.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
You! What are you doing on Gek's raft? Where's Gek? Who are you? Well, I'll be. You got them? The sergeant's been whining non-stop. What about Gek? Where's he at? More like avoiding the sergeant, I reckon. Come on, let's get you to shore. You're the one telling the sergeant what happened. The rest of you, keep patrolling. I'll be heading back with this one.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
Sideways. We've got a welcoming party.
You shithead! Time you showed up. We got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Nere's prick.
Rugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall. Trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon, Greyman? Another slave for the dig?
I am Lae'zel, daughter of Gith, defender of Vlaakith, and I am no slave.
Oh, that one's feisty. Thrin's gonna knock the snot right out of her.
Aye. She speaks true. Found the hoon sailing Gek's skiff.
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Dwergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You're one of them cult freaks. Felt the tingle. Your twat-soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation. Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you. That twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
What's a fort like this?
Whoever built it, they let it rot for ages.
This again? Yes, this again.
Keep a blade close.
No time to rest. Time to press ahead.
Dumb theory. Half these walls are still standing.
Oh! Hello?
How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need fresh eyes, and I doubt I'll find fresher. As rare as a smile in Sindlerin, you might say. But I've no skill for slaving. I prefer chisel to cane. But these learned eyes reach their limits, and so I must humbly request yours. The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see, and be thorough.
The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. Two styles, two eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out?
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor, many split cleanly in two. Yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through in an instant. Something big charged through here. Something very big.
What do you think?
Several glassy stones stand out in the debris. Their borders are coated with tiny yellow crystals. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grimforge.
Incredible. An entire history risen from dirt and debris. Picture it. An ancient city, hewn from the stone by disciples of Shah, later abandoned. Untold centuries later, a new tribe revives it. Fresh walls, fresh sculptures, until a great hell beast charges through, toppling the walls and crushing the people. That explains the infernal plate I found. Perhaps you might have use of it. But my work has only begun. There is more still to find. I must get to it. Well, let's see what you've got. That's all then.
Everyone has a story to tell. That much is true, at least.
Perhaps. Why would gnomes make such a thing? What would the expert...
Tired! Sleep!
Rest, little one. But do not take long. I feel his shadow. I heard his name whispered. The rock shivers from the sound. The Ketheric Thorm.
Ketheric Thorm, a familiar name. Halsin mentioned his stronghold deep underground.
Mighty elf, cloaked in darkness. 10 masters ago, and 10 more. But I remember. There was the work, and the blood. There was the Thorm's army. There was the Hellbeast that broke them. The Ketheric Thorm's name faded into stone until the Nere came. I outlived my mother, and her mother's mother, and many mothers beyond. Blessed to see many live, cursed to see many die. I know not, so I say not. Yet I hear his name again, said by the shadows. I saw tusks and flesh, smelled fire and eggs. It came with the masked men, crashing and smashing.
You, grab a cane and whip these droognin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker. And it sounds like your arse wants for a lashing, the way you talk out of it. Something spooks the dumb shits, so stop your jawing and get to working. Go on then, light a fire under the buggers.
Something's
All that brawn and their...
No more! No more pain, no more work! All must die! Yes, they made the pain. Now they feel it!
Bloody Ruth, they have lost it. Put them down, and the shark too.
Easy as.
Can feel death's cold grip.
Nothing will stand in my way. I am fury. I am death.
Taking position. Another step forward.
Dwergar can't hurt anymore. We'll wait until it's safe to leave. You helped me. I help you.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
Let's see what this does.
Something's off. Pure shadow. Around me. Inside me.
Watch your back. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Watch the shadows. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Traps. How considerate. Be careful. There are traps about. Oh dear. Someone left a trap.
Eager for battle.
What's the story?
Don't touch me. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. A trap. Someone doesn't like this.
Skeleton.
Probably inhabited. Found a way past the rockfall is my guess.
Still at it then.
Prick ain't stopped caning those beasts
last I saw, and he still ain't broke through. An aspect of the Lady of Loss. Shadowheart may appreciate its finding.
One step at a time.
Blacketh's will be done.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Hey ho. What is it? Moving it.
I say you're scamming the lot of us. Good thing you got me.
Gold accents aren't too tarnished yet. Might be able to chip them off. Coming up, Schultz, I'm afraid. Room's getting all spinny. No bolting. Friends still ain't caught a whiff of them.
Fancy mould. Must be the forge this belongs to.
No one stopped me yet.
Starting to rot.
One day, I'll catch a break.
You got a brain of your
What a day. Should be easy.
I've got a long road ahead. Can't slow down. Better not be cursed.
Hardly a challenge.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Over there.
I missed this.
Easy these days. With haste.
No time to waste.
What path lies before me?
Trust no one.
None of it endure.
Prime spot for an ambush. Tools and a thick rope. Someone climbed up from down below.
The hammer's gonna fall.
some blood.
Another fight. Let's go. Time to strike. Make way. Never a dull moment. Never wanted the easy path.
Well, hello. A crooked touch.
Don't stop me yet. On my way.
Hold it! I swear to Iron Hand. One more step and a blow us to chunks!
An ashen scent fills the air. The barrel is filled with smoke powder.
Chuck, the gnome's well and truly mad. Shut your mouth, Hoon, or I'll shut you down. Liar! I know what you are. One of Nere's cult goons. Sailed right in. Better to die in this shit heap than rot in Moonrise. You want me? Come get me. Damn nutter! You think I fear death? Shit! I can't do it. Go on, drag me to Moonrise. I'll make you cult nutters suffer. You want to barter with rune powder? Look, you have no idea what you're dealing with. Any true Iron Hand would trade their life for a grain of this stuff. I'll spare you a vial. I go where there's shit to stir, and there's no shortage of options. I'm getting gone. You ought to do the same.
go then.
See where the gnomes are.
Thrin ain't found a trace. Found the way past the rock.
God, you're still at it then.
Another scrying eye. The same as the one skulking around the goblins' camp. Someone's watching.
No bolting. Saw it myself. Thrin's still ain't
Best to stay out of its way. I should speak up.
Faster! Heat up some rocks! Let's see how the little pricks do when we strap fire to their legs.
Can't wait to pay these bastards back. Lick for lick. Just say the word.
Move, Hoon! I don't have time for Drugnan outsiders. Never thought I'd see these back. Nasty sneak gave even Gick the slip. Crafty little shits, these ones. You need a stiff cane to keep them in line. Here then. His bounty's yours. Now move! I've got no time for...
The parasite stirs, but it's a mere tickle. You hear no thoughts or memories, just an echo of scars that never healed.
A true soul, eh? Useless wreck of a lookout could have told me. Glad you're here to take responsibility. Tunnel's collapsed. Trapped true soul Nere. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon, it's both our heads. Place is older than bone dust. Previous tenants left a trap. Dropped a shit ton of metal once we dug a ways in. Get Nere out, and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that. Entrance to an ancient temple. General's orders, Nere said. Must contain something important. He got me to recruit non-believers. But not everyone's seeing the Absolute's truth. They don't get paid soon. I'll have a riot on my hands. Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane. That's so. Set it near the rubble and ignite it. That'll blow the drow out. The slowest of you lot is getting tossed to a Rothe in heat. Back on your feet!
You stop digging again, and I'll bleed you dry! Faster, shitheads!
I'll peel your balls like potatoes if you don't move! And you better hope that's the worst of it. You pricks got some nerve. Clean up this mess. Nere dies.
As you near the rubble, a fragmented voice clutches at your mind.
A true soul! True soul! Finally! You must clear rubble, spilling poison! Expedition! Passage trapped! The gnomes are useless. Don't trust Burks. Get me out!
View through Nere's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures. The blur resolves into an image. Two gnomes feverishly removing debris, while two others lie dead at Nere's feet, their flesh scorched by powerful magic. You sense Nere's frustration, tinged with rage, as the connection fades.
choking.
You sense Nere's frustration.
Get back. One spark will blow.
Blast the thing to bits!
You sense.
What are you waiting for?
No hesitation.
Blast the thing to bits!
Careful, I bite.
Baldur, can you hear me? Baldur! True Soul, please, let me explain.
I'm not interested.
Finally! Worthless slaves! Your incompetence has been my ruin! Nere does not fail. As you say, Gilles Lunin. Thrin, the Absolute gave you everything. And this fiasco is how you reward her?
Me and mine worked flat out. I was cracking the whip day and night. Tell him, True Soul. No, no! I did everything right!
Nere pities you, Thrin. Your errors and excuses. And your sorry end. Hells.
Your skull buzzes, and you see your own face through Nere's eyes.
Worthless, every last one. Their failures must be punished. True Soul, take their heads. The Absolute commands it. Show them no mercy. Their corpses will make a fine offering to our mistress.
Nothing important is ever easy.
That should work.
Time to strike.
Impero, Civi! Impero, Civi! Impero!
is through. On the move. That's it. I wonder if this is worth the cost. No time for mercy. I will ascend. This is your end.
Time to kill. Moving.
This was meant to be a simple operation. I arrive, those pack animals clear the debris, and I walk into the temple. Instead, I've been beset by incompetence, treachery, and now this? The Absolute's business remains unfinished. Important business. My orders come from General Thorn himself. I need you to deliver a message to him. Tell the General that I did what I could, but that the route through Grimforge is impassable. The General resides at Moonrise Towers, but you cannot simply travel there. The land surrounding the towers is blighted by a deadly curse. I had a moon lantern to keep the curse at bay. Alas, the rocks did it in. There is another way, though. We have allies on the surface. Seek them out, and play this lyre to call on their guide. Whatever you do, do not attempt the journey to Moonrise without his protection. I promise you it will not end well. Do not tarry. I will see you again, but only when my work is done. I can still reach the temple and fulfill the General's orders. His advisor, Balthazar, also sought a way. I'll pick up his trail and follow him. Prove myself his superior. I am generous to those who aid him. When I return to Moonrise, I will be triumphant. And you will share in my victory.
What's hiding here?
Why are...
These boots have seen everything.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again.
That artifact is an heirloom of my people. Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand.
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it. You hear that, Lae'zel? It's called common sense.
Tisk. You seek reason in dishonor. The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it. You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned. She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you. Surrender? A disgusting notion.
You had better warm to that notion very rapidly, or your journey ends here. We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
Oh, I really thought Shadowheart and Lae'zel might fight to the death over that artifact. A pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment.
Very glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled things without letting any blood. I would have enjoyed the spectacle, but not losing either one of those lunatics.
You must have questions. It is over where I am concerned. I said we no longer quarreled. I have not said we must trust her. Watch her with keen eyes. One wrong move, and we act.
say one thing for our troop. We're not short on drama. I'm glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled their differences peacefully. Eventually.
Hello. You are not food. You are friend. Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin cat smells like goblins. Yes, fun. Ooh, more. Ooh, more.
I hope that's the end of this silly quarrel. They'll have no energy for battling our enemies if Lae'zel and Shadowheart are too busy squabbling among themselves.
Always makes my day better.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking. But I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now. And get murdered by a pack of goblins or gnolls instead. Lae'zel might be a reluctant ally, but she is good at killing. I'll point her in their direction. What's your game, exactly? A Selûnite bearing gifts sounds like a trick if I ever heard one. You sound troublingly sincere. But thank you. I'll find this a place of honor at camp. I wonder... perhaps this is connected to the Dark Justiciars. This is no coincidence, I'm sure of it. I need to keep an eye out for more signs. Learn more about the Justiciars' presence in these lands. It could be important. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shar, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shar, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. Thank you. I should have known you'd be understanding. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I...
You wish to speak? Impressive. Most would quake at the mere thought of delving that far into the Underdark. What did you find? I'm certain. The Underdark is dangerous, yes, but the alternative is suicide. Be patient and be thorough. The path will reveal itself in time. It may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely, but if you find any way to limit your exposure, seize it. With such stimulating company? Never better.